Ahoy, shipmates! Day 7 on the Southampton to New York cruise on the Norwegian Aqua. Another lovely morning. Bit of a sequence here. The mornings do seem to start off quite well, and then it seems to deteriorate during the day on and off, and then maybe get some sun back later. The sea looks particularly appetising today. Turquoisey hues in there. As you can see, we are considerably more than halfway. The captain has reduced speed to about 14.3 knots, and the wind has also eased off a touch. I think we're heading to somewhere sort of north of Bermuda, and then we'll take a right turn, head to New York afterwards. The humidity is a little less than it was yesterday. I had some high humidity the other day, made my hair go curly, very irritating. It's a lovely blue sky that started off on the top of the ship at the bullseye bar. Got a couple of dart machines there, so that's part of my morning workout activity. Chap's already busy making cocktails. It's right at the back of the ship, overlooks the private haven members only area. As you can see, it is a gorgeous day. The sea state is very calm. That's a great way to start the day. Also, then, right on the top, the very top, actually on the 20th floor, 20th deck, is the glow court. It's some sort of activity-based, augmented reality, electronic court up here on the 20th deck. So we'll climb up around here. There's so much of the ship is outside. Lots of seating everywhere, but it's not really the sort of weather for it. I can see how it'd be very useful in the Caribbean to have all this outside space. See, this looks down onto the Tea Time golf course. Haven't managed to go on that yet. The weather doesn't seem to be coordinating itself well. Right, we're now on the glow up court. So this is a game where you have to stamp on symbols on the ground. These are my symbols, and I think I can do it. Just one more to go. I think I've got a victory here. Let's have a look. I've eliminated H, and the captain is the winner. Continuing my morning's workout exercise, there is a hockey machine in the amusement arcade area that's free, so you can just tap your card on that, it's zero charge. And it's a Canadian ice hockey game. All you little men, it's a bit like table football. You control them with the little hand levers. There's a boo or an eject button here. I believe that starts the game, gets the puck up. Yep, here we go. Be prepared for a victory. Oh, that was, 5 seconds to a loss. Well, perhaps ice hockey is not for the captain. I had to wander down to the next deck below. There's this place called the Fitness Centre. Pulse, and that sounds like some sort of business centre where you might go and send faxes. No idea what that is. Shan't be going there. Instead, it's buffet time. The buffet is calling, so I'm taking the dry drop slide, which goes all the way from deck 18 down to deck 8. You've got to get into this sort of little sledgy thing, wrap yourself round it, and then at the same time, you've unfortunately got to take your spectacles off, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to me. There's a lot of rules around this. I think that's the American health and safety's gone mad for you. But so apparently it's better if I hold my specs in my hand where I can likely to crush them, but I can't leave them on my head. Anyway, starting out on deck 18.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Gonna head down to the buffet, which is on deck 8. Takes longer than you imagine. Heading down to deck 8. Let's see if we can find the buffet.
It's like in 5 minutes, they must know.
Where's the buffet? Well, yeah, that didn't work out very well. Captain has obviously failed his navigation. In fact, the buffet is in fact on deck 17. So up we go, up to deck 17, try and find this buffet. I thought the dry slide took you straight to the buffet. My mistake. Never mind. Talking mistakes, I think there's a slight mistake here in the design up on the top decks. And this is the top deck where you've got the swimming pool and the pool bar Lots of places to sunbathe on, lounges, a couple of hot tubs as well. And then you have the Surfside Cafe, which in fact is the buffet and the Waves Bar. But to get from one area of the top to the second area, the top, the aft area, you have to walk through the buffet. You're not allowed to go in the buffet with swimwear on. So if you've just been on the other ride, the slides, then you have to go up the slide. Then you have to make sure you've got some way of getting back to where your clothes are. It's a bit of a failure in design, I think. You get an awful lot of traffic through the buffet. People just getting from one side to the other side. It just seems a bit odd to me. This is the outside area, and there's little black rectangles in the ceiling. They're actually heaters, so even though it's a bit chilly, it's actually quite warm. Entering the buffet for the first time. Little chap here greeting you. He's got a bottle of spray to spray your hands. Stop right here. We've got some fruits, some cold meats, some variety of pastries, and there's a whole selection here of sort of breakfast sandwiches and rolls. It's very popular. Oh, and then they've got machines here for coffee, decaf and regular, hot water and so on. And oh yes, that reminds me actually, one of the shipmates was asking about tea. There's no kettles in the room. There's a selection of teas here. I'm a teetotal myself, I don't drink any. English breakfast apparently is available, and some other one. And if you're really into your tea, there's some green tea as well. Enough said about that. Oh, and Earl Grey. Look at that. There we go. Should keep you tea enthusiasts happy. There's also a vending machine here for fruit drinks as well. Fruit juices, lemonade. The water machine, ice machine. Did notice it's quite busy here for breakfast. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people, like I say, a lot of traffic coming up and down this corridor, and also lots of people sitting in the area to our right. A whole variety of hot food for breakfast. Some of it's pre-made and some of it is made to order. I did notice here that what looked to me like some better bacon I've seen before. Still not convinced about the quality of the bacon on board. Bacon, some sausages, or links. I just noticed this morning as well that sign just where I left there, we shall go back and have a look at briefly, it was saying that we could actually use the Palamo bar and the Thai restaurants. Obviously they were experiencing lack of space in this bar. In fact, that's where we ended up going. So this comes, there's a few more hot breakfast items along here, including, for our American friends, biscuits and gravy. There we go, biscuits and gravy. Also potatoes. There seems to be potatoes with every meal as well. Beans, pre-made omelettes, cinnamon rolls, and this chap here was actually making omelettes or fried eggs for you as you ordered. This is the Thai restaurant. It has some great views from its windows. I think someone commented before that there are fantastic windows in the ship, and I totally agree. Wherever you are, there seems to be massive windows. You get really good views of the sea. It's really nice. Also spotted this, which I can't say I've seen before, which is Heinz 57 sauce. What a combination of chip shop curry sauce and sort of ketchup. And indeed it was zesty. Went back to the buffet to get a few more. Of course, there's the obligatory ice and water machines, and they've also got these soft drink vending machines which you have to use your card for, because I don't think it's free. It's part of the drinks package. Anyway, you get your card, you scan it here, somewhere here, there we go. You then have 20 seconds to dispense your drink. Select the drink of your choice. I've gone for a virgin rum and coke. A bit early in the morning for a genuine rum and coke, so virgin rum and coke will have to be. Certainly lots to choose from. They've even got some basic breakfast cereals here as well if you fancy something a little more ordinary. More pastries. selection of breads here as well, and there's a toasting machine which, as with all these toasting machines, never seems to be going at quite the right speed. Also notice how jolly and cheerful the staff are. Always reaching good morning. So here's your egg station. So you can either make a selection of the ingredients at the front here and have an omelette freshly cooked, or as this chap here is doing, he's having a couple of fried eggs. Went with the biscuits and gravy option for a change. Not often we see biscuits and gravy in the UK. It's sort of like a scone with a meat-based creamy sauce. Not something we have in the UK. After all that, today's activities ended up at the Metropolitan Bar, probably one of my favourite bars. It's a lovely looking bar, it's sort of got a bit of an Art Deco theme to it. Staff here are pretty good. I've just ordered a cool cucumber. I thought I should have at least a drink with some semblance to healthiness with cucumber in it. And there we go, there's my cool cucumber. It's even got a slice of orange in it as well. Now this is part of the Sustain at Sea efforts that Norwegian line is undertaking, and that's to try and reuse lots of ingredients. There you go, Sail and Sustain. So there are various things. This is you can't order from here, but you can at least browse the menu, which is quite good. They've got a decent selection of wine. It depends if you're at more at sea package or not, and it gives you the prices and tell you what's included. Gives you some basic info. There you go, it says down included at the bottom. It's really quite good. You can spend some time going through some various different drinks. I quite like, though, the Sail and Sustain. So it's various different cocktails. This one, for instance, which is the Croissant Mai Tai, is using leftover stale croissants from the day before in your Mai Tai. I had one of those yesterday, and it was quite interesting. The croissants gave it sort of a creamy, sort of wheaty texture. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not sure it's something I would go out of my way to order, but if it's using over leftover croissants, I don't see any problem with it. And then, what have we got here? This is the Prima Donna, and that's using leftover bananas. Using all sorts of leftover ingredients from the buffets, I think, from the various restaurants. Prima Donna. These are $12.50, but they're included in the More at Sea package. And then the one I had today was the Cucumber Cool. There we go. So cucumbers that apparently not quite good enough for eating, they'll cut them up, blend them, and then use them for the basis of a cocktail. And that's the cool cucumber, and I'd have to say it's very refreshing. I think those cocktails have been catching up with the captain. Someone seems to have caught him slacking off on the job. Went for dinner at the Commodore restaurant. This little one's a little more cosy than the Hudson. Got some great lighting around the place. Not so many windows, you can't really see out this one. Started with the scallops. And also the blue cheese soup. With the More at Sea package, you're allowed to order 3 appetizers and 3 desserts. And this was the Hoki fish for the main course. I did enjoy the Hoki. And then for dessert, it was a chocolate lava pudding. And the little chap who was serving us suggested a port to go with it, which I thought was a rather fine suggestion. So here's the port. So a tawny port. And of course, all important, does the lava pie lava? And yes, it's lavering away. Right, that's been quite an active day for the captain. After a long day of researching cocktails, the food, playing games, it's time for the captain to hit the hammock and find his cabin. Now it's just along here somewhere. Or is it here? Not sure. Well, until next time, shipmates. No, I think it's a bit further on. No, it might be on the right. Oh no, I think it might be on the left actually. Oh, which way am I facing? Is this forwards or is this backwards? Oh, I can't tell. Oh, let's have a look a bit further on. Maybe the next. No, not this one. No. Maybe it's on the left. Or maybe it's on the right. Hang on. Which way am I facing? Oh, I don't know. This is all very confusing. No, it might be on the right. Oh no, I think it might be on the left actually. Oh, which way am I facing? Is this forwards or is this backwards? Oh, I can't tell. Oh, let's have a look a bit further on. Maybe the next. No, not this one. No. Maybe it's on the left. Or maybe it's on the right. Hang on. Which way am I facing?